And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Minnesota Twins. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport. Luis Jr., always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boogie, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
One run across in the frame so far as we play game one of this four-game series. Guerrero the toss to first, one away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. So in now for Cleveland, Elly De La Cruz. Next offering is in for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swings through that one, it's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. 2 outs.
Ball.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Righty to the plate. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. Goes down looking. One in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. And today's starter, Logan Allen.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Center field. Drifts towards it. Hauls it in for the out. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now it's going to be Brett Bryant. And he chases a high fastball there. That one ripped. Ruiz going back. That one outs against the fence. Bryant into second, and he's got it double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it.
And that one is lifted in the air. And a base hit. Fires it to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
Well, it comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
Up the middle, De La Cruz. Got him on the off-balance throw. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Here comes a pitch. On the ground to third. Ramirez sends it to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We finished 1 inning here in Minneapolis. It's the Twins 2 and the Guardians 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Hit in the air, left field. Ozuna calls it in, and there's one away. Brian De La Cruz getting ready to hit. Popped up. Guerrero settles under this one. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
This one in the air. Guerrero has this one sized up. Makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. The Guardians go down in order. They're down 2-1. Back at Target Field, bottom of the inning. Now it's the Twins DH, Jose Miranda. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Slings it across, and quickly 1 away in the second. Alberto Hernandez, the next Twin up to hit. 1 out, bases empty. In the air, right field. DeLauder under it. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. 2 outs, bases empty. Now here is Chad Wallach. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
That's a hit. So now back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the lineup. Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis. And here it comes. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. They lead it 2-1. Back in Minnesota, on to the 3rd inning. Here's Andres Jimenez. A wind to kick the pitch. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. The punch out there. And there's one away.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Chase DeLauder digs in for the Guardians. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1 down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. So the lineup flips over, and now here's a speed threat, outfielder Ep3 Ruiz. The Twins leading by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. On a line, base hit.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Popped up, settles under it. He's got it, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Guardians, and they trail it here 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a pitch. Into center. And out number 1 on the grab.
The center fielder, number 4.
And next for Minnesota, Brett Bryant. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Jump throw across his body, and save. He busted it down the line for that infield single. 1 gone, runner at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Luis Jr. And that's outside. 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. Into the second deck it goes. His second of the year, and they add a pair. It's 4-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. So good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
And here is Walker Jenkins. The 2-1. And that one almost got him. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Ruiz sizes this one up, makes the grab, 2 down. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Smoked in the left, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And now the DH, Jose Miranda. Here's a 1-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2 runs across in the inning here in the last half of the 3rd. This to 3rd. Slings to first. What a play. Inning over. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. It's now a 4-1 ball game. This is Twins baseball on the show North. So in now for Cleveland, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Now batting, the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. That one finds the zone. And the count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Lewis snags it, and there are 2 down.
The first baseman, number 17.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. 2 outs, base is empty. He goes down looking. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, and they trail it 4-1. And now for the Twins, Alberto Hernandez. And now the lefty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Puts it away for the out.
The catcher, number 35.
Chad Wallach now. The pitch. And he swings through that one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ian Gibaut preparing to come on if needed. To third. Throws to first in time. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Here's Royce Lewis. Out towards left center. On his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Brian De La Cruz digs in for the Guardians.
Left fielder, number 31, Brian De La Cruz.
The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And he deals. Chases the fastball up the ladder. Struck him out.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Now this is in the air down the line. And that is a foul ball. In the air, foul off first. Drifts towards it. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Andres.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Two down, nobody on. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down off.
Got him swinging. Guardians go down 1-2-3. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Ian Gibaut gets the call from the pen. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Now pitching for the Guardians, number 79, Ian Gibaut.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a ball popped up. Has a beat on it. Makes the catch for the out. 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Brett Bryant. 1 down, base is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
Base hit, center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Luis Jr. The pitch.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
At the belt and fires. Popped up. Under it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Walker Jenkins.
Man at first. And here is Walker Jenkins.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
2 outs. In the air out towards right center. Sizing this one up. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 left for Minnesota. Now it's the right fielder, Chase DeLauder. And the pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him looking for the K.
Man, just backdoored him with the breaking ball right there. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it looks like it's a mile away, so you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. Tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
The Guardians trailing by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. Lined, and that's a base hit. One down. Here's Jose Ramirez. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
Kicks and fires. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. And the ball out at 3rd. 2 down, nobody on, as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Twins 4 and the Guardians 1. Now at the plate, Marcell Ozuna.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Fly ball to right. Under it. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Jose Miranda, the next Twin up to hit. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Out to center. Ruiz brings it in, and there's two away. Digging in, Alberto Hernandez. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Caught and missed. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for the Twins, but they lead it 4-1. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Popped up left side, sizes this one up, makes the grab, and there's one down.
the batter, the catcher,
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Wallach drifts towards it, and he makes the catch. And there's two away. Two outs, base is empty. Kyle Manzardo now at the plate. Way out front for strike two.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Eli Morgan into the game.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the Twins catcher, Chad Wallach.
the catcher.
The wind of the pitch. And there's a base hit to the left. And that turns the lineup over. So the batting order turns over. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
Swung on, belted. It's a bomb. A gigantic blast. His first homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 6-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. I think he was anticipating the hitter to be caught off guard by how slow that changeup was, but to his credit, very patient, waited for it, and he turned it around.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ripped on a line, and Guerrero is set down, and there's one away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Bounce to the left side, throws to first in time. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Luis Jr. 2 down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1-2 is the count.
That's towards center. Gets under it. And that is that. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Brian De La Cruz digs in for the Guardians. Bieber still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
Here comes the skipper. Oscar Del Villar will take over here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
On the ground to third. Fires over to Guerrero. First out in the top of the 8th.
Number 2, designated hitter, Tyler Freeman.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. Two and one now. Freeman hits it in the air. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Cleveland, Andres Jimenez. Headed towards the corner, sizing this one up. Makes the catch, inning over. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Zach Jackson.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
The pitch. And that one hammered back there. Gone. His second of the year, and they add a run. It's 7-1.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Marcell Ozuna, the next to hit. Righty delivers. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Right-hander kicks, deals. Popped in the air. Left field. De La Cruz in position. 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Jonathan Hernandez getting ready to go. Number 51 warming up as well. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 away.
The batter, number 24, second baseman,
Alberto Hernandez, the next Twin up to hit. And that's in for a strike. That's to third. Ramirez. Throw, save. And that was close.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Two outs, runner at first. Chad Wallach, the next Twin up to hit. To the right side, makes a sliding stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Twins get one on this homer. Last chance coming up for the Guardians. And now the right fielder, Chase DeLauder.
The right fielder, Chase DeLauder.
1-1 now. And that one fouled off. Yohan Duran taking over on the mound. This is his third time out this year. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. On the move. Takes it in for the out. So the Guardians lineup turns over. And now the center fielder, Esteury Ruiz. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the ninth.
That's a foul.
Struck him out looking. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins take this one in a blowout.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. You want to keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one and get another W.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 5 runners on base. For Cleveland, 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They left 1 runner on base.